Hello, lacrosse fans. Welcome to the friendly confines of the Toronto Rock Athletic Centre in Oakville, Ontario, as we kick off season number 4 of the Arena Lacrosse League with the Toronto Monarchs hosting the Oshawa Outlaws. Go back a few years after winning the inaugural All Cup in season 1. The Outlaws have had their ups and downs and looking for a way to right the ship. If you take a look at the Monarchs, last season, a lot of new faces. This season, the same scenario as we are about to get ready now and get going. Starting goaltenders, it'll be Ryan Chikowski, the starter for the Outlaws. And at the other end, it'll be newly acquired Ryan Masters as we're underway. First shot of the all-season underway. Head coaches for the visitors from Oshawa. Steve McCarthy is the head coach. He's in his 4th season. Speed and Stevie Toll is his assistant, quickly on the break, and it's Rebka. His pass goes errant, and back the other way come the Monarchs. At the other end, it'll be Blaine McCauley. He's behind the bench. His assistants, Mike Faulkner, Ryan Marshall, Spencer Janes, and Matt Pelkey. Your officials for today's game, Ryan Wilson is the crew chief. He's joined by Mark Thompson and Dwayne Zeelenberg. So as we've got all the formalities out of the way, possession change, and with 14:15 to go here in the opening quarter, we're scoreless. Outlaws will bring it back. They're, of course, nucleus back with Gage Board out there with John St. John, Luke Laskowicz, a sniper, Nick Andrioli, the speedster, as his shot right on the mark. Stopped, and a good headman pass by Masters looking ahead, and that one is corralled by Riley Morgan. And we're going to have our first penalty call of the season here. And Tanner Buck will quarterback this set. And if we go around the horn, lots of talent, beauty, bounce shot, and it's Patrick Corbett wasting no time using that carpet. And the Monarchs are on the board. They lead this one 1-0. So off to a good start. The Monarchs capitalizing on their first man advantage, and off the draw in the circle, of course, Tyler Halls will pull that one in, and a quick pass as the Monarchs waste no time getting that offense going. Alex Q out there curling around. Corbett, his shot wide of the mark. That's picked up by the Outlaws. Taguri. Good speed, looking for Laskowicz, can't find him, that's got knocked down. Laskowicz double teamed in the corner, gets some help now, and that's scooped up neatly by Ryan Nolan. They'll set things up. Josh Taguri out there, and John St. John now. He'll quarterback, looks for a screen, underhand quick shot, blocked, doesn't get through, reset called. Outlaws not able to corral it. Jeremy McWaters out there as well, not able to get it, and it's Masters that comes away with it, and the Monarchs will move it up over the timeline. Gotta hurry. A little too casual on that was Corbett, and he's a veteran in this league, should know better. You only got 8 seconds. Gage Board, of course, part of the Oshawa nucleus. He's been here since day one. Laskowicz gears that one up. It goes wide of the mark, and Andrioli not able to keep it on the side of the line, and it will go roll down, violation, possession to the Monarchs. 12:20 to go here, opening quarter. Monarchs give and go wide open, but not able to find the mark was Mitch Zulian. Zulian new to the Arena Lacrosse League, and you'll find that there are quite a few faces trying to go hard was Cam Mancini. He, of course, has been in the Arena Lacrosse League for a number of years as well, and looks like we are going to have our first official's time out of this game, or no, we're going to have a penalty in. St. John out there working in the left shooter spot. Laskowicz at the top. They'll swing it around. Working the right side. Pulling it back out is Josh Gilray. Of course, this team with a good, solid nucleus. St. John tried to skip past. Shot clock winding down to 2. Got to let one go. Stopped by Masters, but the rebound picked up by Board. Kicked back out. McNulty shot. Steered aside by Masters. Fresh clock now for the Outlaws. Minute 15 to go in the power play. Swung it to the top. Laskowicz underhand, bottom corner, and he picks up where he left off last year. Power play marker, counter by the Outlaws. We're all tied 1-1. Making his debut here in the Arena Lacrosse League, as that will give the Outlaws their second power play of this game. So clearly when you talk about the Arena Lacrosse League and the quality of play, odd man advantages play a big role. So your specialty teams are key in a lot of these games. Good hard shots stopped by Masters, as that one right off the Monarchs logo. Some pressure, good head man pass, and it's Buck. Hesitates, goes by, tries wrong stick side, and it creeps in. So Tanner Buck, short-handed, gets a good outlet pass, and that shorty goes for a 2-1 Toronto lead. In the Oshawa power play, certainly going to have to work on their transition D off the faceoff. Tyler Halls had it, lost it, battling with two defenders. Gets some help in there, scoops it up, loses it again, and plenty of work going on as Sean Durch is in there, and now it comes out, and a good quick hard shot by Patrick Miles, right on the mark, and the Monarchs now are going to try to kill some clock. A minute to go in the man short. Corbett will keep it over near the half boards, and he's not going to go anywhere with 12 on the shot clock. Used to be back in the day, there was no shot clock when your team was short, and you could rag it for that entire 2 minutes. Different story now, as Rebka will flip, and it'll be Laskowicz that will set things up now for the Outlaws. 9:30 to go here, opening quarter. 2-1 Monarchs. Outlaws continuing on this power play. St. John, quick shot wide of the mark. Have to note that John St. John came into this game under the weather, and he's trying to gut it out here, as we will have our first officials timeout. All set to go here as we're back from our officials timeout. 15 seconds to go in the Oshawa power play. Pocket pick, though, neatly, as not able to hang on to it was Buck. Lost that, and now here come the Outlaws. Penalty now over. Teams now will be 5 aside. Laskowicz sets up the O. Out there with McNulty, St. John. Gilray's out there, curling around the top, getting it back was Simmons. That shot blocked by Laskowicz, goes up and out of play. Possession will stay right here with the Outlaws. Andrioli, good speed, leans in, gets chased back out. St. John looking for a screen. Andrioli on the roll, flip pass, no. Goes by Laskowicz on the crease. Beauty job of once again going to that low corner, as Laskowicz has his second of the game, and we're all tied 2-2. 8.5 minutes in here in the opening quarter. We're, of course, week 1, game 1. 2 games tomorrow at the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena on the reservation of the Grand River, as these Monarchs will be in action again tomorrow, as will the defending St. Catherine Shockwave, Six Nations Snipers, and the Paris River Wolves. Battle ensues on the half boards. That's picked up by McCrory. McCrory tries to split 2, gets through, goes in hard, good fake, just wide of the mark. Was looking to go short side on Masters, and now the Monarchs bring it back the other way. Riley Camano will hand it off, and it'll be Mancini. Mancini will swing it around. Buck, they'll get it over to Tyler Halls. Back out. Good job of recovering. Under 10 on the shot clock as Mitch Zulin got it in. That shot taken there by Mancini. Stopped, reset, and the Monarchs will get a fresh clock. Send out some fresh legs. Matt Hodgkins also out there. Bouncing off 1-2 is Corbett. Corbett's shot stopped, and Shakowski will look for the outlet. Good sidearm on the money to Laskowitz. And Luke Laskowitz will peel out and wait for reinforcements. But he'll take that shot and pick the corner, and that will count. So Laskowitz with the Midas touch here records his third of the game, and it's a 3-2 lead for the Outlaws. So we had a timeout on the floor. So with 4:43 to go in the opening quarter, Outlaws will bring it up. Nick Andrioli will kickstart the offense, swinging around. McNulty now back over to the right side. Swing pass goes off the boards. Karam not played well by Andrioli, and here come the Monarchs with numbers. 3-on-1. Dump off, and not ready for that pass was Riley Morgan. And now the Outlaws will bring it the other way. Laskowitz gets a step, gets the one hand checked, but it's Simmons that will pick him up. Alex Simmons on the carpet for the first time in the Arena Lacrosse League. St. John working one-on-one. Peels out, looking for something. 5 on the shot clock. Simmons swing, shot quick, and a good save. It was a tough angle, not a whole lot Jeremy McWaters could have done with that, as Masters had the angle covered, and the Monarchs now will bring it back on offense. Patrick Miles, veteran of the Arena Lacrosse League, back out there, now going to be called on as one of the leaders, as we're going to have another penalty, and this one's going to go to the Outlaws, and the Monarchs will go to their second man advantage of this game. And the Monarchs now 1 for 1 with the man advantage. Go on the power play for the second time in this game. 3:20 to go. Swung back to the top, hard shot, good block, and that's going to lead to some transition, as it's going to be Josh Tagore in alone. Tagore off the post. Back the other way with the Monarchs and Corbett. Corbett 3-on-2, goes to the overhand wide of the mark. Good job of knocking that down by McCrory, and he'll lob that up. A good pass. Gage Board's going to try to track it down. Does in traffic. Comes away with it. Looking for Tagore. Good stick check, though. And who says there's no back checking in lacrosse? Excellent job there by Krepensik. And McCrory now will work some clock with 2:40 to go. And a minute 8 to go in the man advantage. Tagore cutting. That's shut off. And here comes Miles the other way. He'll lug it over the timeline. No numbers. And he'll get it back out, and it'll be Corbett. Mason Wright at the top. Buck shot, stopped by Shakowski. Rebound, good hard hit. Ball loose on the reset, and it's Corbett. Monarchs doing a lot of the little things right now. That went right into the pocket of Buck's stick. He wasn't able to handle it. Had a little too much zip on it. And now the Outlaws work the pass and an excellent breakout. In alone and off the post again was Nolan. And it's going to be Monarchs ball. So Ryan Masters doing an outstanding job keeping his team in it. And that's what happens. One save leads to a great goal at the other end as the Monarchs find the equalizer. We're all tied 3-3. Pat Corbett's second of this game ties things at 3. And in case you didn't know, the Monarchs deadly with the man advantage as they go 2 for 2. And Ketchen Stevenson not paying attention. And ball remains loose as Andrioli fighting for it. Possession to the Monarchs. They've got some momentum. Miles looking for some help with 1:20 to go here in the opening quarter. Alex Q working a two-man game with Miles. They swing it over to the left side. Back to the right now. Q looking for an opening. Got a long reach. Tagori all over him. Kicks it back out. Shot from way out. Stopped. Good overhand by Zulian. But the rebound is corralled by the Outlaws. We're under 1 minute to go here in the first. And had to dump it. And that will take a funny hop, but find its way in the stick of Masters. And out will come the Monarchs. 40 seconds to go here. They'll get their offense on quick, go for one last shot here. It's about 14 or 15 seconds differential shot clock, game clock. And that shot goes off a defender. So Big John Vesna teed that one up. And they're pulling their goalie now for the Monarchs as they get a reset. And they'll get the extra man out. 6-5. 6 on 5. Buck kicks it. Swing down low. Looking. Not there. Shakowski battling for it. And trying to dive around, but creased the call. So Shakowski read that. 7.2 to go. Outlaws are going to try one last chance here. That pass to Board goes awry, and that will take us to the end of the first quarter. We're tied 3-3 here, the Arena Lacrosse League, Week 1. Proud partners to the National Lacrosse League, our big brothers, of course. And off the draw, Tyler Hall's battling out there with Ryan Nolan. Possession to the Outlaws, working, and Tagori's shot wide of the mark. St. John right there out of the bench. And it'll be under 20 to go on the shot clock, but it'll allow the Outlaws to get their full offense out there. Gilray looking on the give and go, keeps it himself. Good shoulder save. Rebound picked up by Gilray. So Masters doing a good job in his debut here, newly acquired. St. John tees it up. Rebound loose. Again, battling in that corner. Gets some help from McNulty. And it's St. John that comes away with it. He'll kick it over. McWaters looking for an opening. He will wait for something to develop as they've got 20 on the shot clock. St. John's half-board look-away pass. And McWaters not able to corral it. Does off the boards. Working with 10 now on the shot clock. St. John swing it over. Laskowitz has all three markers for the Outlaws. Dumps it to McWaters. Too much time on the release. St. John tried to quick stick it. Possession will go to the Monarchs, and that's going to be an interference call. And not a whole lot you can do that. So Mike Ribka, sometimes you got to learn the hard way. And I apologize. It's the Monarchs that are on their third power play, and they're 2 for 2. And they'll swing it around. Buck will work it. Tried to get it to Mancini on the right side. He wasn't able to get it out of the back door. Andrioli thinks better of it. He's tracked down by Okemi. And Andrioli does a good job. He'll work some clock. 15 on the shot clock. 1:30 to go in the penalty. Mark DeBrone will find his way on the offensive side of the line. Monarchs will play good defense and force the turnover back the other way. Tanner Buck. You can hope that Blaine McCauley and company will hope to have Buck there on a regular basis, as had a chance to speak with Spencer Janes and the coaching staff, as it's a new look team here, these Monarchs, and they say their biggest challenge is going to be offense. That's where the chemistry comes in. Defensively, they feel they're strong. Goaltending, solid. It's just going to be the offense and fine-tuning that's going to take some time. Corbett, Buck, and it went through and crashing the net. So a good save by Shitkowski as he managed to keep that ball from going over the white line, and it'll be Board now that will get it over the timeline and pull up. Under 20 to go in the penalty. Alex Simmons gets by two defenders, diving in and tucks it in the far side. So an outstanding shorthanded goal with 8 seconds to go in the man short. Off the draw, Halls will get the better of it. Nolan will drop back and play D. As that quick shot almost trickled over the line. Good save and out all alone. Transition. Ribka out of the box. Tried to go 5-hole stop by Masters. So some good goaltending at both ends. As the Monarchs go back to work on offense. Swing it around. Hodgkins. Dumped down, looking down low, tried to roll into it and get a shot off was Portelli. And it'll be the Outlaws now that bring it the other way. Ribka will stay wrong stick side here as he will now flip and retreat to the bench. McWater's out there with Laskowicz, St. John. Gilray, and they'll swing it. St. John one-on-one, leans in, gives a push off, gets it back to Gilray. Gilray's shot, bounce shot goes wide of the mark. Rebound up. Good play to knock it away as Ethier was tracking it down, and Camano will dump it off. Turnover forced, and in alone is Laskowicz, and he just tried a quick shot, stopped. So finally, the man with the golden touch couldn't find the mark for his fourth of the game. And either way, it's still a 4-3 lead for the Outlaws. Monarchs working on the offensive end. Buck will swing it around, left side. Looking to Q. No reset, 5 on the shot clock, gonna have to hurry. Q. Quick shot is stopped by Shitkowski. And the Outlaws now will move it up. Henry Archie. Dumps it off, Simmons. Looking down low, McNulty. Swing it across, St. John. St. John curling around, dumps it off. Good swing pass and a quick shot, Andrioli, stopped by Masters. And the Monarchs now will bring it the other way with 9:10 to go here in the second quarter. 1-goal game here as the Outlaws leading 4-3. Buck swinging around. Had a notion, couldn't hang on to it, was Hodgkins, and he coughs it up. And it's Marois trying to go to the bounce shot. And it'll be the Monarchs looking to something in transition. They got numbers. Buck, sidearm, stopped. And a good flip pass on the mark to Sean DeRoche. And DeRoche will retreat and give way to Gilray. Gilray looking for a screen. Bumps off one, goes to top corner. Good save. And a good job by Masters as he will send his team away. Ethier looking for some help. Dumps it off, and it's Q. Find the mark. Mason Wright. Stopped. Shakowski looking for a deeper outlet, and they're going to have to hurry. Only got 8 seconds, and they do. Strocia doing a good job. Gets it off to Simmons. Simmons gets a step, leads in, goes to the dive, stopped by Masters. And that will take us to our officials' timeout. So McNulty with his first of the season gives the Outlaws a 2-goal cushion with just under 7 minutes to go. That's scooped up and good speed, but not able to hang on to it was Okami. And Monarchs managed to pick it up. Q swings it over. Buck, good fake, rolls out of 2, still has it, 3-4. Draws a penalty on a high stick, still has it as he lays on the carpet, and Stevenson will pick it up, and looks like the Monarchs will go to their 4th power play of this game. Cut the deficit in half at the very least as Patrick Miles will quarterback, play safety on the 5-on-3. And look around, they're swinging around the horn. Besna out there with Buck. Good skip pass off the helmet. Shakowski, bell rung by Big John Besna. Either way, they swing it back. Dump down low and goes loose, but Vesna manages to corral the rebound, kicks it back to Buck. Good skip pass, tried to quick stick, stopped by Shakowski. And now it'll be Board, have to be crafty to get it up here as he'll get it over the timeline. Okami all over him. Good defender as a good job there to regain possession by Okami. And now the Monarchs back to work. 2-man advantage. Good fake. Up, down. Can't find the mark. Pat Corbett had a chance. Buck with the strip backhand pass. No angle. Kick back out. Mancini swings it. And it will go off the boards. 55 seconds to go in both penalties. Monarchs dump it down low. Creeping in. No look. Shot stopped. So Cam Mancini hasn't had a whole lot of luck down on the crease there as Shakowski has had the angles covered. But the Monarchs now will scoop it back, and it's Miles. Miles does a lot of the little things that you don't notice out there, the intangibles, as he is a cagey vet. Round the horn, Monarchs, Buck, backhand, Vesna. Sizing it up, tried to sneak one in far corner, stopped by Shakowski, and a little too aggressive will give the possession to the Monarchs. 16 seconds to go in a man advantage. Moving in, fake kick, Buck. Tried to steer that one to the wrong side. Vesna boxes out, takes a hit, can't corral it. Shakowski will get it up, and Tagori with his speed will get it over the timeline. Got to watch, he can turn on those Jets. Just under 4.5 to go here, second quarter. 5-3 in favor of the Outlaws. Laskowitz. Penalties over now. Team's back to full strength. McWaters, wrong stick side, takes a good hard hit. And that's touched by the hand. It's going to be possession 2. We'll stay right there to the Outlaws. And looks like we will have ourselves another officials timeout. All set to go here with 4:10 remaining here, second quarter. Just to finish up for the Whitby Steelhawks playing in the NLL, Dylan Riley with San Diego, J.P. Keeley with Buffalo, Austin Murphy with Saskatchewan, and Adam Peroni with Rochester. So plenty of Arena Lacrosse League content as Laskowitz for his fourth of the game. Again goes downstairs on Masters, and it's a 6-3 lead for the Outlaws. Just a reminder to our viewers, of course, tomorrow's matchup, Monarchs and Snipers. And then it'll be the Riverwolves and the Shockwave at the ILA on the Six Nations Reservation on the Grand River as we're under 3:40 to go here. Outlaws now working on offense. Andrioli gives it up. Laskowitz draws plenty of attention, and he should. He's got 4 of Oshawa's 6 goals. McNulty dumps it down low, working into post. Nolan can't get a shot off. Shot clock now will wind down, and it'll be Monarchs' possession here with 3:19 to go. James Vesna, of course. Brother John, big 77. And it'll be Q. Alex Q looking for the give and go. It's gone and went. Shakowski now will get it, and the Outlaws will move it up. Strosher looking for some help. Gets it from Simmons, and they'll swing it over to Andriola, and then over to St. John. Half boards. Makes a fake. And his quick shot wide of the mark, and you can tell St. John's not his usual sharp self as, again, battling the flu. So certainly not at full strength as he's gutting it out, though, on here in the opening week of the Arena Lacrosse League. Monarchs now back to work here with 2:20 to go. Second quarter. Give and go. Buck looked for him, and again down on the crease. Good job defensively to knock that down, and away come the Outlaws. Gage Board, you talk about the intangibles of Patty Miles as Laskowitz bounce shot almost found the 5-hole. Gage Board is the counter on the other side. Ethier curled out, thought better of it, got it to Vesna. Vesna with a defender on him. McCrory will hound him. Dumps it off, looking for a cutter in Mason Wright, not able to connect as that ball now will go loose. Scooped up and moved up by McCrory. Minute and a half to go here. Dumps it off. Quick shot stopped. Rebound. Vesna had it momentarily, flipped it up. And the Monarchs now will pick it up and come away with it. Aaron Walker. Walker, of course, making his return to the ALL. Good to have him back. Buck, swing it to the top. Q, back to Buck. Buck, good quick move. Shot, top corner. Tanner Buck, all over that top corner. And it's a 6-4 game. Tanner Buck with his second of the game. His first was shorthanded, and that was done quite neatly. And good transition play. So Carson Stevenson off the draw gave his team a chance. McNulty not able to pocket it, and we're under 50 seconds to go here in the half. That ball will go awry. Moving it up is Board. Board has some help with him. Wrong stick side. Fakes. Good save by Masters. And with 35 seconds to go, Miles. Head man up. Monarchs in the offensive end. Good pressure. They jump it to the Outlaws. And it's Mark DeBrone. And Mason Wright threatened to drop the gloves. Better think better of it, gentlemen. So with 27.4 seconds to go here in the first half, Outlaws now with the final possession as they will hold it with their net empty for the extra attacker. Laskowitz will wait out there with St. John, Gilroy, Simmons, McNulty, and McWaters. They'll look for that last shot. 10 seconds. Offense kick started. Swing around. Right side. Have an opening. Laskowicz gears it up. Stopped by Masters. Rebound. And that'll do it for a very entertaining first half. The score, the Oshawa Outlaws 6, the Toronto Monarchs 4. All set to go here as we're about to get the third quarter underway. 6-4, the lead in favor of the visitors from Oshawa, and it'll be Nolan doing battle with Halls. And a procedure will give possession to the Monarchs. So a very entertaining first half, and I'm sure that both coaches would like to see things tightened up just a bit. But, of course, first game of the season, give and go, and well executed. So Mason Wright doing a great job to find Big John Vesna. Halls now will go up against Carson Stevenson, who this time he comes away with it, takes a hard hit, flips it, turns it over. Picked up by Buck, wrong stick side, stopped by Shikowski. And he'll corral the rebound and send McCrory away on the outlet. McCrory over the timeline. Gets a good screen from Rebka. And Laskowicz to Andrioli. Andrioli, hesitation. Dump off to McCrory. That goes right to Masters. And now the Monarchs will move it up. Walker will flip it to Portelli. And Portelli will get it out. Q extends, gets it back, sidearm steered aside. Good arm save by Shikowski. Rebound Monarchs, fresh clock. Q looking for an opening, dumps it out. They go to work on the left side. Give and go. That's gone and went. Good attempt there by Mitch Zulian, but it'll be the Outlaws' possession now. Gage board. Dump it off. Simmons now will curl out of trouble. Wait for St. John as he'll get set up on the left side. Simmons working his way in, goes one-on-one on Miles. Miles wins that battle, and the Monarchs now will transition the other way. Right. Looking for a screen, peels out. Gets one on Tagore, give and go, and a big save by Shikowski. Rebound loose. And it's going to be the Outlaws that scoop it up and move it up. Hurrah. Andrioli, good skip pass. Laskowicz looking for an opening, dumps it down low. Gilray, quick shot. So how about that? This time it's Laskowicz being the facilitator. And Josh Gilray picking up his second of the game and second of the season. And it's 7-5 for the Outlaws. 12:41 to go here, third quarter. Lance Wynn working alongside JVI Productions. Glad to have you along for the ride as we open up Season 4 of the Arena Lacrosse League right here at the Toronto Rock Athletic Center in Oakville. Got a step, good stick check late. So a nice recovery. And it'll come back the other way. Darich with the defensive play. Board now on the half boards. Swing pass, Laskowicz. He'll tee it up and pick the corner. Luke Laskowicz is on fire as he is threading the needle. That is his fifth goal of this game. Stevenson this time doesn't come up with it, and a late hit on Riley Morgan. And I think it may have caught him around the head area only because Morgan was in a crouch position. I don't think it was an intentional on the head, but I think DeBrone caught him, has been ejected from this game. I'm not sure if that's the number of penalties or a judgment call by the crew chief, Ryan Wilson. Either way, it'll be a long power play for the Monarchs, trailing by 3 with a chance here to get back in this game. That pass goes awry, and Tagore some hustle, but it's picked up. Corbett looking down low. Vesna scoops it up off the boards. 10 on the shot clock. They get it back to the top. Hard shot, looking top corner was Mancini, wide of the mark. Buck had his hands full with the defender, and that'll be possession to the Outlaws. McCrory will get it to board. 4:25 to kill. Give and go. Monarchs sleeping. Quick shot by McCrory, and he will find his way off. And a turnover, and the Monarchs now will get it in the offensive end. Riley Commando doing a good job. Now the offense will go to work with Mancini at the top. Out there with Buck. Working Big Vesna on the crease. Corbett, right shooter, and Corbett finds the mark through the 5-hole. And at his third of the game, closes the gap now to 8-6. Off the draw, Nolan one more time with Halls. And the Monarchs with possession. Mancini. They'll start things off on the right side. Corbett looking down low. Wide open, goes to the top corner, Mason Wright. So Mason Wright was just that on that play. Stevenson and Halls. Halls made some adjustments this time, but still didn't win the battle as Oshawa with possession. McCrory. Andrioli, and they'll swing it over to Simmons. Laskowicz, right side, kicks it back out. Working the left now. Andrioli, one-on-one. Good defense, tries to roll off a defender. Laskowicz shot, steered aside by Masters. Rebound right to McCrory for a fresh clock. They'll kick it back over, jump start on the right side. Simmons will curl around, dump it back to Laskowicz. Laskowicz will swing it to Andrioli. Andrioli, good skip pass to McWaters. McWaters leans in, gets it to McCrory, 15 on the shot clock. Shot from way out, wide of the mark. Picked up by the Monarchs, and it's Patrick Miles. Miles will leg it out, has some numbers, flips it back. Okami will fake, think better of it, kick it back out to Miles. He'll stay in on offense. Overload of righties on this possession. Miles looking to the left side, and it was a cutting Hodgkins, not able to corral it. Ball loose, battle ensues, picked up by the Outlaws, and they'll move it up. Henry Archie will give way to St. John. He'll remain on offense. St. John gets the screen, curls in, waits, swings it. Gilray leans in, dumps it off. Rebka has it stripped, and the Monarchs now will move it on up. One-on-one. Riley Morgan thinks better of it, waits for help. Good transition D by the Outlaws as they get it over to Q. And Q will swing it now to Big Vesna left side. Dumping, give and go. Loose in the crease, picked up by Shakowski, and it's moved up. Leaning in, good cross check. Put a halt on Simmons' advances, kicked it back out to McWaters. Andrioli looking for board, that gets knocked down. Good defense by Aaron Walker. That one stopped easily by Masters, and the outlet will get to the Monarchs, and they'll lug it over the timeline. Patrick Corbett looking for a screen. Sends it over to Buck on the left side. Buck gets one. Good speed. Dump it in. Diving in. Scoring. Tanner Buck with the quick first step. And we're all tied at 8. So the Monarchs have gone on a run here as they have outscored the Outlaws 4-2 here in this third quarter. Discipline a key here as we look ahead to the Arena Lacrosse League season. 14 weeks. So you're going to have to be on your game, and John Vesna certainly cleared a path there, and that will take us to our officials' timeout. All set to resume here with 7:23 to go. St. John will get it over the timeline and set things up. Out there with McWatters, Laskowitz, McNulty working one-on-one left side, and Gilray. Swing it back to the right, kick it to McNulty back on the left. St. John, one-on-one. Curl around the dots. Gets a stick check, good flip pass, and a beauty fake and finish. Jeff McNulty from a good pass from John St. John, and the Outlaws have regained the lead, 9-8. So the roller coaster ride continues here at the track as these two teams continue to battle back and forth. Stevenson in there, and a good battle in the circle with Riley Morgan. And some good defense there by the Outlaws as they force a turnover. And it's funny what good hard cross-checking will do. Ribka will bring it over the timeline. He'll remain on offense, gets it to Andrioli. Andrioli swinging across, Gilray to Laskowitz. Laskowitz, half boards, right side, dumps it off, Simmons. Thought about it, curled back out. Shot goes off a defender. And it'll be Monarchs ball the other way. 6:15 to go here, third quarter. Monarchs setting things up here, being more deliberate. And Vesna tried to get that pass over, but Alex Q not able to handle it. But Vesna battles back, gets that loose ball, and a fresh clock for the Monarchs. So when they thought they had to get their defensive unit out there, had to get the O back out there, and they go back to work. Vesna dumped it off. Buck, boy, he's slinky. Got away with a slash. Rebound. Portelli in traffic. Good save by Shakowski as he closed up that 5-hole. And now here come the Outlaws. Henry will dump it off to Board. I'd like to send a special shout out to Luke Pilcher in the stands here watching this game. Of course, Luke, our rookie sensation last year in the Arena Lacrosse League. Away at school this time around. Education comes first, young man, but know that we miss you in the league. Good attempt there by Zulian and Okami. And the Outlaws now will get it over the timeline. Murrah. Gonna have to get the exact pronunciation if it's Mira or how you say it. My apologies there, my good man, as we'll get that sorted out as the season goes on. Corbett dumps it back out. Looking down low for what looked like Vesna. Either way, back the other way as McCrory hesitates. A little shucking and jiving. Couldn't find an opening. Good shot from Simmons. Stopped by Masters. And Gilray on the crease, diving. Stopped. And the Monarchs now will move it up as it looks like that will take us to our second official's timeout here. All good to go here as third quarter continues with the Monarchs now with possession. 1-goal game. Oshawa leading. The Monarchs managed to pull even at 8-8, and the Outlaws regain that lead shortly after. Monarchs, good check, and Nolan is going to be off to the races. Trying to get chased down. Good hustle. Nolan takes it hard. Good save by Masters. Rebound on the doorstep. It's picked up, and we are going to have a penalty call. And Corbett's going to go to the bench for 2 minutes. And that's going to give the Outlaws their 4th power play of the game. They're currently 1 for 3 here. And with 3:40 to go, they've got a chance now to regain that 2-goal cushion. St. John out there with McNulty. Laskowitz, Gilray. And looking down on that left crease. Looks like Andrioli. And that one's coughed up, but coughed right back. McNulty picks it up. And it'll be Gilray. So the nucleus out there for the Outlaws, as they work around the horn, plenty of time on the shot clock. St. John has slid over to the top. Andrioli again, left shooter. Laskowitz, familiar spot, right shooter. St. John steps in. Laskowitz will tee it up. Stopped by Masters. Gobbled up there by Patty Miles, but he was stripped, and a fresh clock now for the Outlaws with just over a minute to go in the power play. Laskowitz, McNulty. McNulty's underhand, right off the logo. And we will have ourselves another penalty call. He's right on the center circle. Working in Gilray had a chance, had his stick checked. So some good defense out there by the Monarchs as they hold steady. Knocked away, and it's picked up. Tyler Halls, one man to beat in Tagore. Goes right at him. Tagore does a great job defensively. St. John will pick it up and move it up. It's a 2-on-1 at the other end. Gilray will look to attack. Takes it right in. Bounce shot in. So Josh Gilray, with his 3rd of this game, extends the Oshawa lead now to 10-8. Josh Gilray and the Monarchs still on a power play. The Monarchs still a man short as Miles has 1:15 to go in his minor. Monarchs with possession now will work some clock with 15 on the shot clock. Matt Hodgkins will kick it back out to Corbett. Corbett looking for an opening, has Henry on him. Henry is going to take a high stick-in penalty or illegal cross-check. Gets Mike Vertoli, the guilty party. All even now, 4-on-4, give and go, and a beauty finish as Patrick Corbett doing a good job as he found Cam Mancini for his 1st of the season. Pretty sure we're tied at 9. Although, don't rely on my counter. It's a tad bit off on the regular. Off the draw. Monarchs now. And it's Corbett. Still 4-on-4, and with a break now is McCrory. Out of the bench is Okami, and boy, is he a solid defender. Good length, good speed, and good hands. Works hard too, and the Monarchs now will bring it up in Tanner Buck. Under a minute to go here in the 3rd. 7 seconds to go in the minor. So the Monarchs will let that wind down, and they'll have just over a minute to work with a man advantage. Back out, teeing that one up is Mancini. He was feeling it, lobbed, and it's picked up by Mancini. He'll move it up. They've got numbers. 4-on-2. Quick shot, quick stick wide of the mark. That rebound is corralled, and a fresh clock, 15 seconds to go in the quarter. Corbett will work it around. 10. Mancini. 5. Bounce shot goes up and into the gondola. And it will stay right here with 1.6. Quick shot, Buck. And that will do it. 30 seconds left in the power play, but we have played 3 quarters here. Got a good ball game. The 4th coming up. It's about to get the quarter number 4 underway. Just to clarify, it is a 10-9 score in favor of the Outlaws. Just wanted to clarify that. As you know, sometimes my scoring counter gets a wee bit off track. Off the draw, Halls will win that, send it back. Possession to the Monarchs with 22 seconds to go in the penalty. Corbett at the top. He's the quarterback. Working the buck, left side. Curl around. Big shot Mancini. Blocked. Buck gets it. No reset. 10 on the shot clock. Looking for the no look. Backhand pass. Swing it right side. They'll dump it down low. Looking for an opening. 5 on the shot clock. Need one. Got to get a quick one. Good job by the pressure. That's wide of the mark. And it's going to be Josh Tagore that's going to pick it up and move it up for the Outlaws. Tagore. Wrong stick side, dumps a quick stick. McNulty off the side of the net, picked up by the Outlaws, and they're back to full strength, 5-on-5. Keep an eye out as we roll through the Arena Lacrosse League season. We will be experimenting with 4-on-4. It's an entire game of 4-on-4 to open up the floor. Different strategies involved in that one for the players and the coaches. So we look forward to that. We will get you more information as to which weeks we will have that in full effect as the Monarchs now go to work trailing by a goal. Hodgkins dumps it off. Q looking for an opening. Stop start. Tries to curl around. Met with a cross check. Gets an opening. Dumps it off. Not able to corral that. Some good defense there by the Outlaws. That shot taken. Good save by Shakowski. Finally picked up by Vertoli. Vertoli has it stripped. Good hands there by Camano. And Riley Camano will curl around, dump it off, and his job done. He'll find the bench. Vesna. Vesna with Stevenson all over him, and that's going to be, at the very least, an interference call. At the most, this their 6th power play opportunity in this game. McWaters this time will be at the top. Out there with McNulty, Gilray, Andrioli, and Simmons. That one's picked up, though, by Masters, and a good throw. Looking for the speedy. And Emeka Okemi drew that penalty, and I don't think, in retrospect, Henry Archie had a whole lot of options there as Okemi was already by him. They've scored on all but 3 extra man opportunities. So 1:37 to go in the Monarchs penalty. So right now it's 4-on-4. Get used to this. You will see this again. On the give and go, Shakowski picks that up. And a good pass will send away the Outlaws. Board, waiting for Taguchi to get in the spot. He's covered, and they'll dump it off. Sean DeRoche. And that's going to be a tough pass as St. John tried to keep it from going over the line. Couldn't. And here come the Monarchs. Miles working with Vesna. Vesna's quick shot stop. Probably should have found Miles again as Miles was on his stick side, but Vesna felt that he was in point-blank range and took his chances. Shakowski up to the task. Dump down low, wide open. Mancini stopped. So Mancini's been on the doorstep knocking a couple of times. And Shakowski has answered. And Laskowicz tried to stick handle in a closet, and he manages to box out enough to get the call. Here come the Outlaws, leading by a goal. 11:15 to go here in the 4th. Laskowicz out there with Andrioli. McNulty working on that left side. Looking for Andrioli to give and go. 15 on the shot clock. Laskowicz, one-on-one. Gets a screen from Gilray. His shot goes wide of the mark. And that's going to go all the way down, right out of the penalty box, and it's a 2-on-1. And going to the bounce shot was Tyler Halls, despite the late hit that will be called. Halls has tied this game at 10. If you're Steve McCarthy and Speed and Stevie Toll, you got to be looking at your team and hoping they can pull it together for the last 10-23 here and somehow manage to come away with a tough road win. Monarchs trying to hold court as they battled back and now possess their first lead of this game. Q, in and out, dumps it off. Portelli couldn't handle it. Outlaws continue to battle for it. Monarchs pick it up. They got possession. Looking down low. Good save by Shakowski. Rebound. Tagori almost overran it. Managed to pick it up. And he'll get it up and over the timeline. Under 10 minutes to go. Tagori will dump it off to McWatters. McWatters working half boards right side. Looking for a cutter. Andrioli out there. St. John out there, as is McNulty. St. John clearly not hit up to full strength here, but on the run. That one's wide of the mark as Masters will pick that up and move it up. Okemi does a good job to steer away, avoids a defender, and he'll retreat to the bench. Monarchs back to work on offense. Shaking and baking, Mancini rocking the house for the third time. And the Monarchs lead this one now by 2. Set to go here, 9 minutes to go. Teams at full strength. 2-goal lead for the Monarchs as they go to work on offense. Mancini feeling it, has registered the last 2 goals for the Monarchs as they have rallied here in the second half to take a 12-10 lead. Board will dump it off, and it's Laskowitz. Laskowitz on fire early, has since cooled off a tad, and I'm sure with 15 on the shot clock, head coach Steve McCarthy would like a little something. McNulty in trouble behind the goal. Picked up, swung out. 3 on the shot clock. Going to need a quick one. St. John shot steered aside. Good quick shot as Vesna and Laskowicz battle. And Big Vesna comes away with it. Bounces off 2 defenders and moves it up. Corbett, wrong stick side. Makes a fake and he'll bring it to the top. Dump it off to Tanner Buck. Buck, good backhand pass and airborne when Hodgkins. 3 Monarchs in there and they come away with it. Portelli protects and he'll get it back out. Fresh clock for Toronto. Zulian dumped it down low, and once again all over that carpet is Hodgkins. And it's up to the speedy Taguri. Taguri met with a shoulder, gets it back out. Gilray will get it over. McNulty sizes it up. Bounce shot well wide of the mark. That's going to go the length of the carpet. Monarchs chase it down. Quick shot there, stopped easily. So Nathan Ethier, good job to run down that loose ball. Not able, though, to find the mark. And too long, 8-second count. Board not able to get it over. Turnover goes to the Monarchs. 6:45 to go here, fourth quarter. 2-goal lead for Toronto. Game 1, week 1 here at the track. Arena Lacrosse League in full effect. 4th season here. And now one of the official partners of the National Lacrosse League. That backhand stopped, and a creative hook, now a high stick. So it looks like Tyler Mira will find his way to the box, and Oshawa certainly not helping their own cause with 6:14 to go. As once again, Monarchs will go to the man advantage. Blaine McCauley and company will be happy with that number, and prior to the game it was their offense that was a bit of a concern. But when you get the power play out there and you've got skilled guys like they've got, Mancini to the bounce shot. 3 straight goals for Mancini as he extends the Toronto lead now to 13-10. Just under 6 minutes to go here, and the Monarchs have taken the momentum right away from the Outlaws and now hold their largest lead of the game, 3. And still battling as Nolan has his lumber chopped out of his hands. Possession to the Outlaws. 5:50 to go here. Oshawa looking to show some fight. McNulty will kick it over to Laskowicz. Laskowicz has been quiet for 2 quarters. Sizing things up. Good quick pass. Board ran through the crease. And that'll be possession to the Monarchs, and they move it up. Hodgkins. He's been all over the place here in this game. And he's got possession half boards left side. Looks for an opening. Takes it strong, diving. Can't find the mark. Rebound picked up by the Monarchs, but while they did, went through the crease, and looks like Mike Vertoli looks like Portelli is gone to the bench. And Hodgkins. So it'll be a 5-on-4 with the Monarchs 2 short, leading this game by 3 with 5:19 to go. So if ever there was a chance, now's the time for the Outlaws to at least cut into this deficit. McNulty behind the net, no look. Laskowicz, wrong stick side, bullet stopped. St. John tiptoes through and keeps it alive. Fresh clock for the Outlaws. Laskowicz will interchange with McWaters. He'll go to the top. McWaters, shooter spot. They'll gap it. Laskowicz wide of the mark. Steered aside, picked up by St. John, fresh clock. Laskowicz will tee it up one more time. He'll get his own rebound. No reset on that one. St. John sniffing it. Laskowicz. So finally, and I say finally because he had 5, that's his 6th of the game. And it comes courtesy the power play. Ryan Nolan, Tyler Halls, as Halls will come away with it and flip it back to Patrick Miles. Miles will work it on over right side. As the Monarchs in no rush here. Going to be very deliberate. Tanner Buck, give and go. Vezina, his shot off the helmet. And out of play, and possession will stay here as we looks like we're heading into our final officials timeout. All good to go here as Monarchs back to work on offense. Teams at full strength with coincidental minors in the box. Vezina looking for an opening. Nolan with not 1 but 2 checks around the neck. So a delayed penalty will send Masters a long run for the extra attacker, and that's going to go up over the timeline. So it's going to be another power play for the Monarchs. And couldn't have come at a worse time for the Outlaws as they've closed to within 2 with 3:55 to go. Round the horn it will go. Corbett, the quarterback, out there with Buck, Vesna. And you look over at that right side, you got Mancini. And down low as Mancini sized it up, finally took that shot. And Mason Wright, this one's going to go down and doing a good job to run under it. Stigori. Corbett back there as well. McNulty in the mix. And Corbett does a good job to kick it ahead into a vacant area. And he'll pick it up and move it up now, fresh clock. 3:10 to go here, fourth quarter. Monarchs with a 2-goal advantage. Working with a power play right here. And a chance to potentially add some insurance. Buck gets it, kicks it back out. Corbett fakes the pass, goes to the underhand. Patrick Corbett with his 4th of the game. Another power play marker for Toronto, and they lead this one now 14-11. $2:52 to go here. Off the draw, Tyler Kids in the halls neatly scooped that up. And Okami will get it, retreat. And now it'll be Eric Krapinski. He'll get it over to Mancini. Mancini will slide it to Hodgkins, and he'll get it back over to Big John Vesna. Vesna with an opening, goes to the bounce shot. So Big John Vesna with his 2nd of the game, and that could spell the end for the Outlaws. Twos across the board, 2:22 again. Halls this time. Illegal procedure called that time as Halls tried to theft one in a good way. And here come the Outlaws. Simmons to Laskowicz. Have to see this Outlaws squad at full strength. Everybody healthy as good bounce shot from Simmons. Stopped though by Masters. As Masters has settled in his debut with the Monarchs. That pass will go errant and over the line. Possession to the Outlaws. 1:53 to go here. 4-goal advantage for Toronto. Laskowicz teased that one up. Tell you, hasn't seen a shot he didn't like as it gets legged over the timeline by Riley Morgan. And he'll dump it off to Krapinski. Krapinski will curl out and loft it. Time on the side of the Monarchs. 1:20 to go. Veteran Graham Bergsma out there as haven't had a chance to call his name. As good pass and crease the call. Of course, Graham played his first few years in the Arena Lacrosse League with the Outlaws, has since made the move over to the Monarchs, and they're going to come away with the first W of this Arena Lacrosse League season as we're under a minute under 45 to go. And Q is going to look for an opening, probably just going to take a quick shot. He does. He'll go after it. 35 seconds on the clock. And that's scooped up by Taguri. And he'll bring it up over the timeline with 25 seconds to go. Monarchs are going to pocket this one before they head out to the ILA tomorrow in Brantford, and our schedule at 1 o'clock, it'll be the River Wolves and Shockwave. And then the Monarchs will take on the Six Nations Snipers, looking for their 2nd win of the season, as that is going to do it. 15-11. The final score in favor of the Toronto Monarchs. Game 1 of Week 1, as we will continue with the Arena Lacrosse League tomorrow at the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena on the outskirts of Brantford, Ontario, on the reservation of the Six Nations of the Grand River. For Lance Wynn and JVI Productions, thanks for joining us here. We'll see you tomorrow.